and welcome to Infinity Evolved. As you probably saw in the last episode, I got my first death. Yeah. But that's fine. We all have to die at some point. But my plans for today is probably to get into a little more techie type stuff, because we haven't done that yet. And I am really interested to see how some of these recipes that we've been working with for quite some time now actually have changed. Plus, of course, I want to really start playing with industrial craft, mainly because it's not something I normally play with it, and a lot of the recipes require industrial craft. So I thought, how about we make a community build to actually do industrial craft. The first thing I think we'll do is I'll put my helmet back on, and my inventory's a mess. I need to clean it out. I probably will in a second. My helmet back on, and we'll go out here and have a look around and see what's happening in spawn, because it's been quite a few days since I last recorded. Toddy has built a tree farm, which is actually doing pretty well on its yielding, which is awesome. And we've got Grok's mob farm. Probably speedy up this bit just because it's it's a very long way up. So I'll see you once I get to the top. Okay, so we're at the top of the mob farm, and as you can see, it's quite a drop. But while we're up here, it makes a really good point to actually jump off. Ooh, that gave me a bit of vertigo. Probably just get ready. So you can see. Let me just. Okay. I'm guessing something just went on. So we'll just fly down here and we'll have a look what's going on down here. So you got Thor's area here. He's pretty much claimed this mountain. Building stuff in there. We've got the that's the animal farm down there, as in our animal farm. Brink's place. We've got the town hall, the farms. We've got some more stuff over here. So it's actually looking pretty cool. And I would really highly recommend that people go check out other people's videos, because wow, there's some really cool builds going on. And some really interesting things to be done. But today, oh yes, I should mention I've extended our path out, just to give us a bit more of a thing, because we were running a little low on the room. So I built, extended the path out, made it go out here, and we've even got a nice little park type area here. Just so you can sit down here, you take a relaxing break and look over at the lake and see all the buildings popping up. So I built this little platform here, and my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build this up into a I was thinking a hardware store, and we'll put the industrial craft stuff in here so people can use it as part of the community. The only problem, of course, is getting power, but I've got an idea for power. I don't know if it's going to work, but what we'll do is I'll cut to a bit of a time lapse on me building this up, and I'll come back when that's done. Okay, so here's what we have. Didn't quite come out the way I thought it would actually. I was hoping to be able to use the birch plank strips here to actually make the window slightly taller without killing the whole thing, but unfortunately, of course, you can't use a half block strip, so it was either have a whole window or have the half window like that. I might change it later, I may not. I still think it's missing something, I just don't really know what yet. I also, you'll probably notice I've got this lower down roof here, because of course what you sometimes see is you'd see the original building, and the building might have stopped something like here originally, and they needed that little bit extra to place something in, so they built it on there. So of course what's happened is, in this case, they've just lowered the roof down to try and fit it in. So the first thing we'll need is probably a generator of some form. So I'll go back to the house, the hole, and if we look for, we're looking for generator. We have, of course, multiple generators. Now, of course, we could use all the normal RF generators if we wanted to, and have immersive engineering cables. And what we may do is, in the future, we may actually have the power up and running to do that. And we'll probably set up some big power plant or something to actually cover it off. But initially, I'm just going to work with probably the heaps and generators. Is there actually a generator? Used to be like one of those. Perfect. See, that puts out 10 EU. It does eat quite a bit, and of course you get lava one as well. The lava one actually puts out 20. What do we need? Oh, you can't make that. Okay, I'm not going to be able to make one of those. No. Stirling? What's involved in making a Stirling? And then we need the generator anyway. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. RE battery. Oops. So we need a tin cable, which is tin cutter. We don't have a cutter currently. Oh, it's not too difficult. I should have a hammer around here somewhere. Let's see if we can find the hammer. There it is. Grab that. Oh, and my inventory fault me, so let's empty some of that out. In fact, can I? Let's make another chest even. We have a bit of wood around here somewhere. What else I got here for wood? All over the place. A chest. I should upgrade this a little bit better later on. And then we'll just throw that. Yep. We'll stick that in there and pick up that. Perfect. I have a little bit of iron. Oh, iron rod. Okay. So we're making a generator now. Where was the generator? That one there. We need one of these guys. Which takes tin. Oh, I didn't pick up some tin. I saw some iron. Is it iron there? I saw iron furnace. Oh, it's one of those recipes they've changed. So you have to now have to compressed cobble. So let's start with the compressed cobble room for later on. Do that, and to make a furnace, it's just the same recipe, just with the compressed. Like that, it should give me an achievement. Yay! So make that iron furnace. Okay, that's all done. So we'll go over here, stick it into there. 1, 2, 3. I should be able to do that a few times. No, I'm going to do some single ingots. So, oh, so I'm going to put the ingots out in here already. That's cool. So 1, 2, 3. And then we can go into here, convert those back to normal. 1, 2. What else we got? Any more less than there? How much less? 1. Okay, it's fine. We can do 1. 1, 2, 1. And done. Cool. So we'll go back to the base and do some more. Tin plate and a cutter. Cutters are reasonably easy. We need to make a tin plate, which is 1 there, 1 there. Makes us a tin. That's an iron plate. What am I doing? Where'd my? There it is. Don't be worried for a second. I went all the way there and left it behind. So we need one of those. I need to cut that, don't I? So one of those. Make sure 3 of them. That's good. It's been a long time since I've actually done industrial craft, so you'll have to forgive me if I derp a little bit here. Because of course you could start something like a NRO machine a lot faster. But of course that's the reason why we're playing this pack, is to get us interested in other mods, or playing other mods. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And some of the selectrum, but let's we need to stamp out 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that into there like that. And then we need to make, what is it? It's the these guys, which won't put it in there. That's fine. Put that there. Put that there. 4 of those. And then we go into, I keep losing the generator. No, this one. No, this one. We need the electrine. Now I think I picked some of that up. I think. I think. There you go, electrine, there it is. I should eat something before I starve to death with this very long-winded process. So we can undo that now, and we are making a generator. Where is it? I wonder if I go into here. Let's change this around. Untick all those. Now they will show up. We can then scroll through this list. Find industrial craft 2. That's better. So we will still can find it. There's the Stirling. So we're making an RE battery, which should be that there. Look at that, one RE battery. I believe it was that, and something I haven't made yet. Let's try that along with 3 of those, I believe it was. 1, 2, 3. Take that out, and then I think it was that plus that and that. 1 generator. Now, generator by itself will make 10 EU per tick, and I believe it just runs on coal. I don't really understand what the difference is with Stirling, so let's upgrade this to the next level, which requires some copper and a whole bunch of rubber. Well, I've got a whole bunch of rubber, and we're just going to find these copper plates. I might go see if I can find some copper, and I'll be back soon. So Grok was nice enough to donate some copper to the hardware store, which meant I didn't need to go off and actually mine for it. I'll have to give him something in return later on. So I thought we got rid of all these. Did we not get? So we were looking at generator, and we were making a Stirling generator, I believe it was, wasn't it? We need one of these guys, all the rubber, copper plates, standard recipe, and then a whole bunch of these guys, which should be pretty easy as well. Where's that hammer gone? Oh, I know where it is. I was being clever. I thought I'll prepare myself so that if I die, I don't lose my stuff. And I moved it into here. So as you can see, all the stuff sitting here. So we're going to need this guy. For those who don't know, you can actually, with Draconic Evolution, you can place something on the wall by just pressing P. And as you see, it places there. You can have a stack, or you can just have a single item. So of course, here's our generator that I placed on the wall. Got some tin cables, the rubber, all that stuff. I've just placed it up here for safekeeping. And to take it off again, you just need to right click and it'll pick it up again. So pick all these guys up because we'll probably need them again. And we will go around back to the base, which is just over here. Makes it very convenient. And we were making our Stirling generator. I believe we needed to make. How many of those do we need? 1, 2, 3. 3 copper plates. It's pretty easy. So that's 1, 2, 3 copper shears. 3 of those. And then we also need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 iron plate thingies. So 7, yeah, we should be able to do that. Where's the iron? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place that into there. Place that there. Pardon me. So that gives us that. I don't know why I moved that. We then need to make this guy. One of those. And one of those. Okay, so that gives us a Stirling generator, which is awesome. We probably actually need some cabling too. Let's place it down here somewhere. probably just put it here, then probably good enough. So that goes there. Please don't tell me that's the cable directly. Currently receiving heat, current EU production. Oh. Okay. Well, that does put a little bit more into it. So we need to make HU. Okay. So, we done a whole river hole, which I'm not going to go into where I actually went and how I went there. But I can tell you now that these steam generators are not what you need. And also that we might have gone a little bit too far. However, I've been doing some testing, and it looks like we can use what we built, mostly. Just going to have to replan where we are. And I won't show you all the footage from it, because it's really not worth having. But what we can do is we'll now go down the usable path, and we'll make a solid heat generator. A little bit easier to make, except for it requires a iron furnace as well, so we're making another one of those. I did actually make a spare of those. Where was it? That it? There. Grab some of those. I don't think I'll need them, but you never know. Grab those as well. There we go. Heat. Well, that's a bit easy to find. I also tried in a testing world some of the other options that are here to try and get some better performance out of it. Don't seem to be able to get anything better. As much as these say they will do better things, they're either really complex to make, or they don't actually say what they do on the tin, which is not helpful. But let's make an iron furnace, which of course requires compressed cobble. Do I have any more cobble? I just made some more compressed cobble. Where do it go to? Some more cobble. Where did all that compressed cobble go to? There it is. I know. So we're going to here. We will make the solid heat generator, which just takes a furnace. A furnace requires one of those. Take all these guys out. Go back into here. Do we have enough for that? I don't think we do. We need some more iron ingots. And I used most of my iron ingots on, oh no, there we go, on the other path, which I'm still not happy about. We need this guy. Put that into there. Make 3 of those. 3 of those, and that. No? What am I missing? Is it just iron plates? Iron furnace. Oh, I haven't made the furnace. Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to make 5 of those. Not a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I knew that was coming. Grab that one there. Do I have any more ingots? Okay, well, looks like I'll have to go do some more mining because I don't have any iron ingots left. So I'll go do that and be back once I've done it. Okay, so we got some more. Now how many do we need? We were making generator, and it was the iron furnace. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those. Apparently gave us 11 because we actually had some already, but that's fine. We'll need them later. Solid. We can then make the iron furnace. and that guy makes it a solid. Bring this out here. I put him there. Now, if you notice, there was a little dot on the generator. That's where there's a little dot on this guy as well, and you have to join the two together, which is a shame because it'd be nice to be able to have, say, this whole block surrounded by heat generators, and it would make such a major difference. But now, if we go into here and we jump, I don't know, 60-foot cobble into there, it'll generate heat. It's producing 20 HU, and hopefully this guy is getting 20 HU, and it's meant to generate 20 EU. Because if you look at the Stirling generator up here, where it was here, it says between 1 and 50 EU. But I can't find anywhere where it actually generates any more than 10. I had a good play around. But even still, it's giving us a nice amount of power. Or at least a nice enough amount of EU. We'll probably upgrade it at some point so it works a little nicer. Always looks like it's dark in here. But that gives us the power to run into here. What we need to do now probably though, shut that, is make up some cabling. Cabling's not too hard to make. We probably just need basic. Now we can make copper cable without the insulation, but if you touch it, it will actually shock you. So you're always better to make insulated cable, especially if it's visible. I don't think there's anything more suitable. No, I think insulated is probably our best bet. We don't have any of that currently. Let's make it copper. So we need to put that there. And there's the hammer. Put that there. I'm sure I'm going to need more copper, but I'll probably do that off camera. We can then merge. No, we need to put with a cutter. It gives us 2 per thing. So we've got copper cables. And then to make them insulated, it's really easy. You just need to have rubber, which is not in my inventory for some reason. I don't think I used it all. Okay, I'll go get some more rubber. It's not too hard to get, it's just a matter of smelling it up and we'll be back. Okay, so I now have some rubber. As I said, not too hard to make. It's just a matter of getting the rubber and then smelting it down. We were making a set of cables, I believe, weren't we? So place that into there. We need the rubber to go with it. And we'll just make 6 of them because that's all that's available. That's fine. And all this is just to give us a place to put the machines. So we'll go back into here. Place one there. Right. Thank you. One there. And actually here. We'll place one there. Yeah. Place it along here. Oop. Quite what I expected. So we need some more of those. That's fine. What I can do though is I'm going to actually add in a area here, so that it's actually kind of like the counter area. So we place it along here. Whoop. That was weird. What else we got? We got any more oak? No, okay, so I'm gonna get some more oak. I think I've got some more oak in my house here. Oak, where's the oak? There it is, oak wood planks. Okay, place this over here. Like this. And we'll place one there as well. And then basically what will happen is we will place the machines along here. Probably going right along there actually. And we can place other items up here, which I'll probably do off camera. But at least that way, so the idea is that the power generation is here, and then all the devices and machines that are provided in the store here are actually over here, and people can come and use it as they want. I wonder if we could probably make a gate over there. It might actually look quite good. Let's go around here. So, if I remember correctly, it's a few of those. One there, one there, one there, one there. One there. No. Sure that's how it is. I've made so many of them. Ah, 2. Okay. Oh, it's close. Those. And we will stick that in here. So now, of course, the attendant would come in here, walk on the door, say hello. Possibly put something up along the sides here. Get some real interesting things. I can't remember I showed you the P trick, but you can do things like this if you put the thing like that. So we could make it so that there are various machines, things that you can get from the machines at the top here. It just gives it an interesting look rather than what's currently there. So what I'm gonna do is I'll finish this off camera. Skip by there. And I believe there was discussion about actually other people providing machines for this, which would be awesome. We've got the power now. I'll probably try and I might make some more power just so we get a bit more going out there. How much you got on there? We're full now. That's cool. And of course the machines will go on here. We'll probably need to put something on here so that it just keeps the stock filled. Possibly just a nice little hopper or something like that with a chest about a hole in it. But yeah, so yeah, it does need a bit more work, I think, in terms of the insides, but I could do that off camera. Really, this episode was to show off the beginnings of IC2. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. That TARDIS hat looks a bit bigger. Let's remove that. Let's make it this one. Let's just get Ash's hat. Perfect. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please remember to leave a like. It does help a lot. Also, go check out the other people to see what they've been doing on the server. There's plenty of videos out there now, and you can get better perspectives on what they were doing and how they were doing it. If you want to follow along with any of the series I do, or with the Infinity series itself, remember to hit that subscribe button. If you've got any comments, questions, suggestions, or just want to say hi, leave a comment below. But otherwise, have a great day, and see ya!